children, welcome back to YouTube Nanny. And do you know what, it's nearly lunchtime and I was thinking, what do children love to eat? It's pasta. So I thought, well, let's teach them how to make their own pasta. So here we go. Right, first thing, apron, and let's wash our hands. Okay. Always wash your hands, get into those grooves, make sure they're nice and clean. You can sing happy birthday twice if you want to. Always a good idea to do a good job. There we go. Give it a good dry as well. Okay, so pasta sounds really difficult, does it? But it's not. So what we're going to do, we're not going to do any measurements today, we're just going to do it by eye. Just think how much you like. So using a spoon, got an empty bowl, I'm just going to spoonful some flour in here. Okay, that's not too much, can you see that? Plain flour, just a few spoonfuls. I've put 3 spoonfuls in of plain flour. Right, let's just put that aside because we're going to need that in a minute. And then no measuring, so be careful with your water. I'm just going to put a few spoonfuls of water in and we're just going to bring that lot together. Hang on a minute, first of all, before we do that, ask your mum if you're allowed to have salt. Put a tiny pinch of salt in, just for extra flavour. That's it, give it a few twists of pepper as well. Mix that in. There we go, can you see that? Yeah? Let's put some water in now. Okay, not too much water. And then just stir that in with a spoon. Keep stirring, bring it all together. A little bit more water. Let's just make it nice and gloopy. Just like making Play-Doh. Only this is going to be really tasty Play-Doh. That's it, tiny drop more. That's it, keep stirring. Get it in there. Doesn't matter if you make it too wet because you can just add some more flour. There, just turn that off. Okay, let's turn that down. We've got some water boiling over there. That's how quickly making pasta can be. Right, so when you've done that, a handful of flour and just gently shake it over the work surface like that. Okay, and tip out your mixture. Let's get rid of that. This is why we need to have clean hands, because there's a lot of, make sure you put flour on your hands, and let's just gently mould that. What we want to do is we want to mix that flour and water together and make all the gluten. It's the gluten inside the flour that makes it really stretchy. Give it a good knead. Squeeze it with your hands. Can you see that? Oh, lovely. Just keep squeezing it. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Right, can you see? When you've done that, have a look. Press into it and see how it springs back. The flour all springs back and you know that it's ready. Okay, right, the next thing we need is just roll that into a ball. There. So you've got this tiny little of a dough really. There we go. I'm just going to wash my hands again. You can wash your hands as many times as you like when you're baking or cooking. There we go, until they're dry. Right, now we've got a rolling pin here. Okay, what we want to do, we want to make sure that our rolling pin has got loads of flour on it. We don't really want it to stick when we're rolling it out. So, here we go. Roll it one way, make sure there's flour, turn it over and roll it another way. Lovely spoon. You'd be surprised how big you can make it. Just keep rolling. If you want to have really thick pasta, keep it thick. It's entirely up to you. There we go. Make sure we've got plenty of flour because if you haven't got enough flour, it could stick. It's already wanted to stick to my rolling pin. I got this recipe from an old friend of mine, Jamie Oliver. He's not really my friend, I just pretend. He's very famous though. He taught me how to make pasta. It's very simple, easy way. Okay, look, it's getting bigger. Can you see that? I'll show you. Can you see? Look at that, it's getting nice and thin. And personally, I like my pasta quite thin, so I'm just going to do it a little bit more. And then I'm going to show you how to make lovely little ribbons. Roll it. Reason why we put loads of flour on, because we don't want it to stick. Right, this is the bit when you might need a grown-up. Okay, the grown-up, just all you have to do is just make little tiny cuts right across it. Making little tiny bits of this pasta. Now, look at that. Just keep cutting. You can do it as fat or as thin as you like. There we go. Keep going. And the good thing, it looks, see how quickly that was. Now you've made pasta. So this is your fresh raw pasta. All we've got to do now is cook it. So if you've got mummy, your daddy or nanny, she's going to help you with this bit. So you've done all the hard work, you've made the pasta yourself, haven't you? You definitely need someone to do the cutting. You don't actually need a knife as sharp as this. I'm sure you'll be able to do it with a butter knife. Try it, let me know how you get on. Okay, let's put that in a safe place. So let's get our hands all floury, and then you just literally just sprinkle. Can you see how I'm very gently making a little, like 2 little grabbing hands, just gently grabbing the pasta. There we go. Whoa, look at that. Okay, now we just have to cook it. Okay, so I have got a can of hot salted water. Let's just put that back up because I want it to bubble. I don't know if you can see from there. Can you see from there? Turn it round. There we go, have a look. See that pot? Saucepan? It's just coming to the boil. This is when you need a grown-up, so you need to be very careful. You don't want any burns. Got to be sensible at this point. And here we go, it's boiling. So once it's boiling, you just take your pasta. There we go. And very gently pop it in. There we go. I'm just going to give it a little fork around. Get it spread. Because it's fresh pasta, it doesn't take long at all. You'll be surprised how quickly this will cook. Right, while that's cooking, let's just tidy up. Just leave that for a minute. So all we're going to do, let's put this away. Don't need that anymore. We'll tidy up our mess, and while we're doing that, what would you like to have on your pasta? Some children just like plain pasta, nothing on it at all, 100% plain pasta. I like a little bit of olive oil on mine. I'm going to wash these up while we're chatting. And a little bit of salt and pepper, and a little bit of grated cheddar. If you want to, you could have it with some tomato sauce, homemade tomato sauce, like a bolognese sauce. Anything you like, really. That's the good thing about pasta, you can literally have it with anything. Okay, that looks like it's boiling away lovely. Ready in a sec. Let's just wipe that down. What we're going to do, we're going to get a nice clean plate. That's stir. There we go, that's lovely. Okay, right, we need a nice plate. I'm going to have a little bit of olive oil. We've got some salt and pepper. And I'm going to grate some cheese on mine. Some people, if you fancy parmesan, go ahead. But I just fancy cheddar today. Nearly done. Nearly done. So we've got everything ready that we need. Let me just wash my hands again. Right, so what we're going to need a little colander to strain. So I've got this lovely little small one here. We're going to strain off all the water. And we're going to mix in a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to mix in some seasoning, pop it on the plate. Let's have a little look how we do. Here we go. Can you see that? It's right. You might need to grind up for this bit as well. Just strain away all the hot water. Oopsie daisy. Can you see that? There we go. Okay, once you've got all that water off, we put a little glug of olive oil on there. Okay, let's stir that round. There we go. That's looking lovely. Okay, let's put that on the plate. Can you see that? Put this pasta. Oh, look at that. Complete homemade pasta. Just pile that into a little pile. There we are. On that side. Oh. A little bit of seasoning. If you're allowed. Only if you're allowed. A little bit of pepper. Let's take a little bit of cheddar. Grate that on top. Okay, and there you have it. How quick was that? Homemade pasta. Let's have a little taste. Oh, it's very hot, be careful. Mmm. Oh, that's lovely. That is really, really lovely. There you go, children. Never ever run out of pasta when you've got flour and water in the house. Oh, that's lovely.